Live. We go live. Hello, everyone. Gotta fix this little music stand here. I hope you're well and creative. And we're almost there. Get a tune up. Well, I just came across this song as I was gathering the songs that I said I'd play, and if I don't play them all, sorry. Let's put on comments. Pardon me for clearing my throat on microphone. There's a place that I know where the sycamores grow and daffodils have their turn, where the cares of the day seem to slowly fade away in the glow of the evening sun. Peace when the day is done. If I go there real late, let my mind meditate on everything to be done. If I search deep inside, let my conscience be my guide, and the answers are sure to come. Don't have to worry none. When you find peace of mind, let your worries behind, and don't say that it can't be done. With no point of view, life's true meaning comes to you, and the freedom you seek is won. Peace is for everyone. Oh boy, Horace Silver. What a great song. Well, it's occurred to me to make a program and put another program in this month because there were 5 weeks between the first Wednesday of June and the first Wednesday of the first Wednesday of July and the first Wednesday of August. And the first Wednesday of August, I'm planning to do a celebration, a remembrance, a vigil what shall we call it, a mourning for the dropping of the atomic bombs. So that'll be Wednesday, April 6th, the 80th anniversary of the bombs. And it occurs to me that, the gap between July and August, I thought we'd fill it. It occurs to me that I'm not saying it right. I've been feeling like we're so divided, and I just played at a rally remembering John Lewis in Northborough, Massachusetts, with a wonderful group of people. They're called GAIN, and I can't remember what GAIN is. It's part of the Indivisible network that's spreading across the country. And of course, it's protest. Pro means for, and testare, to bear witness for. So I don't mean protest against, protest for repairing this country from the criminal occupant I won't mention. So some songs of peace we have tonight. This is my song. Soaring beyond doubt over Earth's solemn gravity, in noisy migration, still they long for their rest. Sun kissed their wings as they carved the sky eternal, looking to the night when they'll sleep in their nest. Voyagers heed signs written on the wide horizon. From their third dimension, find the secrets they seek. Quest for nobility, sustenance, serenity, beckons to the brave as it comforts the meek. So may we see over barriers and borderlines a bond of all beings of the earth, land, and sea, dreaming the world where each life is truly valued, rendering a justice that restores humanity. Spirit of the earth, spirit of the never-ending, from the third dimension, seeing straight to the heart. Spirit moving always just beyond our understanding, in the greater dance, may we each play our part. Spirit of the earth, spirit of the never-ending, from the third dimension, seeing straight to the heart. Spirit moving always just beyond our understanding, in the greater dance, may we each play our part. I don't have the comments on here. Let's see. Hey, there's Rick Siggy in, I was in Pasadena. How about Phoenix? It begins with P. Hi, Rick. Great guitarist. Someday we're gonna do a concert together. When I get to Phoenix next time. Wait a minute, that's a song. By the time I get there, okay, what am I going to do? thank you for donations. Scrolling at the bottom of the screen is a bit about that. PayPal and Substack. Yeah, what are those names? Vocabulary words. PayPal and Venmo. And well, hello, people. Things just lit up here. Joyce, hi, Joyce Holman in California. Janice Dallas in Ventura, California. And Cheryl Rich, I don't know where you are, Cheryl. I forgot. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. So thanks for donations through PayPal or Venmo. And let me mention that I just said Substack by accident. I've started a Substack page. And Substack is a website that where it invites your support, but you can subscribe for free. And I'm putting posts on there along with songs to voice a bit more of what I have to say, I guess. Test your patience with things like that I'm going to move back just an hair here because I just realized my people say they want to see both of my hands on the guitar. So I play the guitar with my fingers, and I do this thing that not many finger people do. I use 3 fingers to play to play a scale because I can't get 2 fingers to go fast enough, and so I learned this coordination of 3 fingers, which I guess is a little strange, but we do what we can. I'm going to move this. Oh, you can see this. Oh, you can see the music stand on the screen. I hope you don't mind. I think we've all been aware of what's happening with immigrants to this country. It's just criminal, if you ask me. And it looks too much like Nazi brown shirts and everything. People just running around. And I keep seeing things on Facebook, YouTube, something or other. Here they are beating on some person, and is this right? Is this America? Okay, enough of that. Maybe I keep my glasses on for this. Because we're all immigrants. We are but immigrants, refugees from ports unknown. Seeds we sow with dreams and hope will not ever be our own. Our children's paths, not ours, but adventures theirs alone. We are wanderers and seekers for the passage safely home. Of salt and water born, of one ocean we are made, gifts of love from fertile soil, so is life's foundation laid. Find rest and refuge here, though our wandering never done. May this haven bless all journeys. Welcome, traveler, we are one. masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. For those yearning to breathe free, refuse of your teeming shore. Send the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Just a note about songwriting. So I write these things. These are my melodies, my words, except that last verse. The astute might have caught that those are words by Emma Lazarus that are on the Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired, your poor. Well, that song, to just make a kind of aching feeling, that's what I try to do. In there, I use a lot of suspensions, it's called in music. This. And this one. I try to put beautiful chords in songs, and I did play just recently. I played the song and I said I've been a little afraid to play it. I wrote a song about how plastic is killing us, and I'm going to put it in somewhere, but it's a heavy song, and I tried to not make it monster music, but make it a little foreboding in the beginning, and then to be beautiful. And I'm digressing here, but it starts out like this. So like that. But so it's one of those words. I tried to not to put any technical words in there. There's a word plastiglomerate these days, which volcanoes in the ocean will make new rock, and now it has plastic in it. Rock, various other ways that rock forms now has plastic in it, because plastic is everywhere. It's in the water, it's in the air, it's in our bodies. I just gathered today 5 tips on how to minimize plastic. And of course, that is don't use plastic bags, don't buy water in plastic bottles. What did we do? Some of us are old enough to remember we didn't have water in plastic bottles. We used to have a lot more drinking fountains. They went away like phone booths. I'm not sure who did that, but let's see. There's a bunch of comments here, and I love that you say hello, if you would. Joyce Holman and Janice Dallas and Cheryl Rich. Fredonia, hi, that's right. Far end of New York. There's a Fredonia in Alabama too, I believe. And Kathy goes, I'm home from Guatemala. Wow. Home in Denver. Well, we get a spread. And, I find out later that people are lurking there. I don't have a huge audience for these now live, I will admit. But enough people say, oh, keep doing it, that I do it, and a little bit of money comes in. I'm really honored and validated that you can make a donation if you can. And I invite you to look at my website, and Substack, of course, too, has a whole bunch of content now. And I'm trying to add new content to it all the time. I was going to say something and I interrupted myself. I don't know what. I better sing a song. May fears be calmed in the arms of loving kindness. May the turmoil of mistrust be laid to rest. May we find refuge in the shelter of forgiveness. One family across the disparate lands. Oh, grace, your power is in our hands. You can sing it. Oh, grace, your power is in our hands. Above the fray, the compassionate word is spoken, forsaking anger for the healing hand of love. That on this watch the violent cycles might be broken. Calm and resolute, the final warrior stands. Oh, peace, your work is in our hands. Oh, peace, your work is in our hands. May we be guided by the conscience of the people toward wisdom, the direction of our dreams. May the horizons of compassion hold all living things, ever mindful of all justice demands. Oh, humanity, your work is in our hands. Oh, humanity, your work is in our hands. Now to the world's uncertain fate, may we not be blinded. Go to nature, greater peril never known. May we by unrelenting science be reminded of sacred balances ecology commands. Oh, earth, your hope is in our hands. Oh, earth, your hope is in our hands. Oh, humanity, your worth is in our hands. Oh, peace, your work is in our hands. Oh, grace, your power is in our hands. I wrote that about 10 years ago, and I don't sing it all that much. I just came up with it again. Hello, Lois in Binghamton, New York. Actually, in this time zone. How about that? Well, this is an old song of mine. Excuse me. Oh my. I have I have air conditioning, and the vent is right up here, and it blows down. Suddenly it got colder here. I don't retune the guitar a whole lot, just the bottom string down a step sometimes, like this song. A guy watched me at a concert just recently. I'm bragging, I guess, and he said, "Do you use different tunings? What tuning?" And I said, "No, it's a standard guitar." And he says, "I've been watching you all night, and I never saw a C chord in the whole concert." Yeah, well, I try to do other things. There's a message, a longer message that just appeared here. Hi to you, Earth Dollar. Hi. Listening for a short while. Are you ready? Sending my love to everyone from southern Maine, yes. Wabanaki Territory, northeast of the indigenous homelands of America. Turtle Island. Heidi, thank you. Lois for the reminder. Yeah, you can talk to each other here, I guess, can't you? Okay, here's my... That sounds better. I was playing up in Maine, about as far east, almost as far east as you can go, in Machias, Maine, at the University of Maine, Machias. This is a long time ago. And it's like 1984, 85. And I'm not sure if we had Maine public broadcasting reaching the whole state, but I was listening. On the way home, I was listening to this country eastern station. I think I was on AM. And all that great harmony, Dolly and Emmy Lou and, I don't know, Crosby, Stills and Nash, all of that. I always wished I had a harmony group, that many of these songs would lend themselves to that. So you go right ahead. No fault harmony. I would just as soon let some days go by without worrying about things I haven't done. And I would just as soon let some time go by without worrying about battles never won. I would just as soon let a woman or a man live in peace on the land. And before we would judge the way they live their lives, we'd be prepared to lend a hand. There's a way and there's an ease to the life we lead. There's a dream of peace not so far away. There's a force and there's a flow to the life we lead. If we will just release and let it be that way. I would just as soon let all wounds heal in time without worrying about who deserves the blame. And I would just as soon there'd be no heroes in wars. Though you win, you lose, it all turns out the same. I would prefer we'd find a compromise so nobody dies not dominance and war for selfish gain. It would be enough for me, the fleeting beauty of the wild, that I might be beguiled without boundaries, without lies, that I could see with the eyes and the wisdom of a child. Here's the chorus. There's a way and there's an ease to the life we lead. Dream of peace. There's a dream of peace not so far away. Force and a flow. There's a force and there's a flow to the life we lead. If we will just release and let it be that way. Let's do it. There's a way and there's an ease to the life we lead. Dream of peace. There's a dream of peace not so far away. There's a force and there's a flow to the life we lead. If we will just release and let it be that way. Right after that trip back home, driving around Bar Harbor and listening to all that harmony, I pulled off the road and I wrote this song. And only about a week or two later, I did an artist in residence month at Denison College. And I pulled together some singers, and we sang that song for the first time. I remember playing on the steel string guitar at the time, and which I tuned the steel string guitar down a step, which so I guess, and I think I played it the same way, so it was in C instead of D. It makes no difference to most people, but I was singing lower down then. Thanks for donations if you can do it. I haven't been preaching as much as I thought I would about how we're so divided these days. Longing for that state of grace, we claim our rights, fight for our place, yet we're afraid to come to love. Struggle for access and equality, poised to turn crisis into opportunity, yet we're afraid to come to love. Drawn by the conflict, caught in the tide, blind to where the cycle ends, yielding nothing of the secrets we hold inside, passing our pain to lovers and friends, to lovers and friends. It's a race no one can win. There's only a place to begin. Just surrender the boundaries and let each other in. Confront injustice with no regrets, more we struggle, the harder it gets. We're afraid to come to love. Drawn by the conflict, caught in the tide, blind to where the cycle ends, yielding nothing of the secrets we hold inside, passing our pain to lovers and friends, to lovers and friends. It's a race no one can win. There's only a place to begin. Just surrender the boundaries and let each other in. Confront injustice with no regrets. Yet the more we struggle, the harder it gets. We're afraid to come to love. Afraid to come to love. That's not a new song either, but one I've kind of set aside. I put it on my most recent album that I made an album the year before COVID hit, and we were just releasing this album, and all of a sudden the touring I had and everything, boom, no work for quite a while. Don't get distracted by the first line of this song, or be careful. This song ain't about nothing. There's no subject that I'm on. Just some harmony and some words to sing to leave you when I'm gone. This song ain't about nothing. There's no big thing I'm going through. It's just a feeling that comes over me when I think about sitting around with you. It ain't about how love conquers all. It's not about lies and truth, or how the summer turns to fall, or glimpses of fleeting youth. I won't hold forth on war and peace, or the fallacy of might makes right, or law and order, or homeland defense, or young boys spoiling for a ready to tell you about hunger or the struggle for human rights. This song ain't about nothing, but I would just like to say, I hope it makes you happy. Too late, I played it anyway. I won't take on the mystical or where disembodied spirits go. Won't get too outspoken political. They'd never play it on the radio. It's not about feelings either. Don't want you to think I'm blue. I just like to hold this guitar and the instrumental comes right on cue. This song could be about healing, but I won't play doctor here now. The music's power can be revealing of all that our hopes and fears allow. This song ain't about gratitude. This moment's so brief, but memories last so long. So thanks, you can spare me the platitudes. Just say, remember when Jim was playing that song about nothing. Just some harmony to leave you when I'm gone. So it's kind of the zen of it all. Like you used to say, this isn't about this, and to just explain my song, well, it's not about this, or I'm not going to mention this, or well, don't make me bring up such. Well, of course, as soon as you do, it's about that. So a little commentary about the whole human condition there, I guess. I have no idea what time it is. Don't go away. I hope you're still here. My hand is a little weird. We'll put them right in front of the camera. So, they're not that big. They are big, but David Darling, the great madman of the cello, he used to do music workshops, and he'd say, everybody go like this and get circulation in your hands, and what does it sound like? And what's the song to the dance? Okay. I feel better. We got a year and 4 months less maybe less than that. I think 460 some days to change the tide, change the world, save not only America, but save the world, because the criminals are in charge and they're taking it down. And, I have something to say about this. I've been a union musician for years, and, it was John McCutcheon and John O'Connor and some others, and I think it was maybe Pete Seeger's idea too, that John and others went to the musicians' union and said, well, we're the people who sing the union songs and promote union and collective bargaining and all that good socialist something. I shouldn't even call it socialist. It's American values, but socialism it's just one of those. Socialist has been a bad word long before liberals was a bad word. So I have to say, I was in Nicaragua in 1984 with Holly Near, and we heard the elections announced, that they would have elections the next fall, right when the American elections were, which was a great chess move. Although it backfired a little bit, but they had free elections. They'd had free elections, but they were not recognized. Ronald Reagan didn't recognize those and was building a fraudulent army to try to fight against democracy coming to Central America. So we went to the gates of the American embassy, just to check it out, what. But here we are, two white people, two red-haired Americans, and I used to be, and there were two guys in suits outside the gates there. And we met this guy, and it turns out he was something in the American government, a hired gun of some sort. And Holly just went ahead and asked him these things. Well, why are we trying to obstruct and undermine the Sandinistas, so-called, who threw out the dictator Somoza, and we're trying to build, as far as I'm concerned, a democratic state there. And they'd won awards for health care and for education, and World Health Organization award for healthcare and all that. So she's asking him that, and he gives this smile like he's this sleazy used car salesman or something, and he's confiding in us. Well, that's not really in our interests, and like we're supposed to understand. And we just okay. But then the other guy who was there in a suit was from the AFL-CIO, and he's in Nicaragua helping unions and collective bargaining, because they're still dealing with, plenty of things. I sat in with a band playing for a party of Exxon workers there, and I took pictures all over of all the American businesses, everything from, Rayovac batteries to, the McDonald's in Managua and so on like that. So, they were hardly the evil empire. They even loved baseball. And amazing, though, to get home immediately and then even see liberal magazines like, I thought they were liberal, like Newsweek, just providing basic lies. And just the way they phrase everything, it's nowhere near as bad as it is now back then. But they'd say, the Sandinistas versus the Catholic Church. Well, what kind of BS is that? Everybody's Catholic there. There's Liberation Catholic, and there's the Catholic that's along with the oligarchs and the big churches and so on. So, but just the way you phrase things like that is so telling. And as we got back, we found that the CIA had mined the Managua harbor and so on. What was I getting at? This AFL-CIO guy, it just all fell together to me. Oligarchs all around the world have been doing this forever, from the Gilded Age or even before. The railroad magnates or whoever it was before that, that acquired all the money and all the power, and the workers were supposed to remain stupid and barefoot and pregnant and and helpless and without rights and education, health care, so on, to be desperate workers for whatever you needed them for. And this is the way the world works. So all over the world, people sing the Internationale, well, not so much in America, but, it's the labor movement, is the human rights movement. And all that stuff they practiced in other countries, now they're doing it here. They got the gall. They didn't dare, back when I used to hear about, well, how does that happen in the Philippines? Or, how does this guy get elected in, Batista in Cuba, or things like that. And then these revolutions of human rights come along, sometimes they're religious, sometimes they're, the haves and the have-nots. Sometimes they have religious differences, sometimes it's just pure political whatever. And of course, we just character assassinate that completely. In the 30s, in the Depression, things rose up in America. Oh, they squelched that. Socialism, communism, crushed that. And anything for workers, civil rights, all of that. And here it's back. DEI. Did you ever hear anything more divisive than inclusion? Wow. So I wrote this song for the last election, or was it, I don't know how many elections, but I'm going to keep using this. We won't be victims, won't be afraid. You got to heal a broken world we made. Make a change, make a choice. The world needs your voice. Register your intention, rock the boat. You can't complain if you don't vote. Express yourself, get everybody else. The world needs your voice. Here's the chorus. The world needs your voice. The world needs your voice. Make a change, make a choice. The world needs your voice. Raise your voice. Now is the hour. One voice than many. Speak truth to power. Cry in anguish. Shout and rejoice. The world needs your voice. What we need, the world needs your voice. The world needs your voice. Cry in anguish. Shout and rejoice. The world needs your voice. Here's the chord, the big words. The forces of exclusion, obfuscation, and confusion. The heads of power, those in the shadows, will feel the rising tide. Gonna know which way the wind blows. Raise the spirit, raise a groundswell. Raise consciousness, raise a little hell. Faith resounding, a joyful noise. The world needs your voice. Yeah, we sing the song now. The world needs your voice. The world needs your voice. Cry in anguish, shout and rejoice. The world needs your voice. The world needs your gospel rhythm, I guess you would call it. Not sure why I put this song in this celebration of peace. Yes, I know why. A prayer for peace. I go, well, my hands are, I haven't been doing a lot of physical work. My hands are, gotta relax. You know, I don't play in that postured way that you know, classical people do. I studied with a great guitar teacher, Aaron Shearer, and his whole thing was to relax. And instead of, you know, you see, go, oh boy, I'm getting a cramp as I even do that. You know, Segovia posing there, looking severe. I find that this is much more akin to, you know, playing jazz and all the looseness that he that he taught, and shorter fingernails and curling your fingers in a little bit more than some people do, and rather than, you know, putting your fingers like this, I stretch and contract a lot more and move around, crawl around more than a lot of people do. And I do this thing of like barring with this, my big finger, and then, you know, like that. Guitar playing. I'm going to put on my Substack page, I'm going to put a bunch of guitar lessons. When COVID hit, I was wondering, what am I going to do for a living? And I made a bunch of videos of my guitar process, which is, I see rows of notes across the guitar. Like, here's Do on this side, and here's Do on this side. I could be anywhere, but I'm putting it in the corner. And then right from there, there's these notes. They're all notes of the F scale, because this is F on the top, F on the bottom. And so there's two notes, and two notes. I call it 2, 2, 2, the 2, 2, 2 row. And then the next row of notes is, they're all straight across. Those are all notes of the F scale. Then there's no notes of the F scale in the next fret. How about that? And then the next fret is straight across too. So 2, 2, 2, straight, straight, and 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, Chicago. And straight again, 3 straight rows out of 7. And then there's one that's back. 4 notes across, and then back 1 note. Does it have anything to do with the diminished chord being on the 7th of the scale? Anyway, don't let your eyes glaze over. I'm done now. But taking those rows of notes, then you know, play the scale anywhere like that. Anywhere. Well, I'm getting a cramp in my fingers. Okay, let's talk for a second. Thank you for donations, and thank you for just tuning in. I wasn't sure if anybody'd come and throwing in an extra concert in the middle of the month. My next one will be on the 80th anniversary of dropping the bomb on Hiroshima. That'll be August 6th. And I have a couple of songs about that, as well as Pete Seeger's song, Come and Stand at Every Door. Fred Small's song, Cranes Over Hiroshima. I'm going to do all those songs. So let me see if I can play this. Huh? The sun has disappeared into the west. The sky has grown dark. It's time for rest. I'm tucked here in my bed, all alone. I'll say a prayer for my mom and dad, though they're not here with me. sad. I'm thankful for the world to make my own. I'm thankful for the flowers. I'm thankful for the trees. I'm thankful for the mountains and the deep blue seas. I'm thankful for the rivers. I'm thankful for the lakes, for the rain and drops and the snow in flakes, for food to eat and clothes to wear, and happy surprises here and there, and caring people everywhere, and lots of clear water and lots of fresh air. I'm thankful for the night. I'm thankful for the day. I'm thankful for the sleep that takes my worries away, and for dreams of how the world could be. We'd all live in peace if it were up to me. For dances to dance and songs to sing, fish in the water and birds on the wing, for the earth and the water and the sky up above, for the power of forgiveness and the power of love, for costumes and plays and games of make-believe, and people who would rather give than receive, for tricks to play and stories to tell, and people who help people who are sick get well, and for all the animals of all sizes and shapes, from the bees and the ants to the elephants and apes. I'm thankful for the things that money can't buy. I'm thankful for the stars in the sky. I'm thankful for the night. I'm thankful for the day. I'm thankful for the sleep that takes my worries away, and for dreams of how the world could be. We'd all live in peace if it were up to me. Although I'm getting sleepy, I'm thankful for a lot. Just add a line if you think of something I forgot. Well, I hope we've provided a little, what's the word? A little sustenance, a respite, a rest, a little reflection, maybe some inspiring words to be uplifting is what I like to do. I have some take your medicine songs, but, I'm a real optimist, and I'm going to just look and see what's here. Tracy, Russell, Jacobson, Kathy Glitz is in there. Join in the harmony. Yay. I'll just short while sending love. Thank you, Louis, a reminder. We talked on the phone. Kathy, I'll join in the harmony. Tracy Russell Jacobson. The earth rules. Yay. Yes. And there's some more here. Lois. Hi. We're protesting. I'm protesting for. Protesting against. It's a. What's that? I think when it's the reversal. Yeah, we don't protest against. Did you ever hear of a protest that? Of course we're against criminal behavior, but when they say, "Oh, those protesters, they were against everything. They weren't for anything." I've never been to a protest that wasn't for something. It's healing music. And hey, the correct derivation of that. And thanks, Marana. Tucson, Arizona. What's the temperature there? And thanks for coming to all our living rooms. I bet that says. Joyce, good friend in Los Angeles. Okay. I always end with this. Don't need glasses. My wish for you, as now we part, is for greater peace to fill your heart with dreams as vast as starry space. So hurt and anger know no place. May truth be shared and wounds be healed, and joy for living be revealed through every fate and circumstance. May all bleed weary steps to dance, and may your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. Your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night, ever dancing circles in the night. Thank you, everybody. So come back on August 6th. I'll come to you. Thank you, Facebook. And by the way, if anybody has not been getting emails that was on my mailing list, I have switched from Constant Contact to Substack is sending the email list, and I've heard from one person that it ended up in their spam folder. So if you're not getting emails, check your spam. That I have sent out a couple of things just in the last couple of days. Several days, to send 2 messages. And I'd love to have you, be able to contact you. Or if you want to just make sure you join my mailing list, you can write to me. It's on my website, jimscottmusic.com, or jim@jimscottmusic.com, and say I want to be on the mailing list. So be well, love each other. Thank you, and good night.